Welcome to Scales of Fate!
Are we real?
I think we're live. Oh, I didn't even hit the music. We're amateurs. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
Yeah, it's been a month.
Been a while.
Been a while. Oh man, that's not copyrighted.
A parody.
Yeah, parody. Don't come after us, especially not you.
Because
You
it's
know
been a
who you
while.
are.
I don't know what they're doing.
Okay, so welcome back to Scales of Fate. We have taken a little bit of a break, but that's because we were getting a new studio space set up. I'm sorry?
You need to scoot back.
I need to scoot back a little bit more. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go now. 1.
Take it back, guys.
Scales of Fate. 2. Scales of Fate. Anyways, quick shout out to our sponsors. Thank you so much, D20 Tavern, for being the best of the best in Denton, Texas, for board gaming, tabletop role-playing gaming, and pretty much anything else that you could do up there. I know in prior episodes I had said that I am a DM for hire up there. A few things have changed, and long story short, I am still a DM for hire. It's just a little bit less accessible. So if you're wanting to hire me as a DM, there is just a little bit of a complicated communication process, but just email out to D20 Tavern. We'll get that figured out.
Or knock 3 times and tap your left ear
Raven.
twice.
And
You have to say his name 3 times in the mirror at D20.
Yes, correct. Or, solemnly swear that you're up to no... Anyways.
We just lost 4 subscriptions.
I know.
Demonetized.
Thank you so much to Michael Ghelfi for your beautiful compositions. I just found out in my Spotify Wrapped that I was in the top minute percentages of listeners to it. That would be thanks to Scales of Fate. But everybody else, check out Michael Ghelfi. He's awesome. Thank you, Hoppenstein, for being brewers of fine beers, such as Aluminum Cowboy.
The official drink.
The official drink of Scales of Fate. And last but not least, thank you so much, SL Dooley, for your contributions and your support. Not only that, but her new book is available.
It's out.
It's out.
All 3 books are out.
All 3 books are out, and we
Oh, the
have our
third one
copies.
dropped.
Yeah,
Nice.
you can buy like the 3-book bundles now.
Perfect
Yeah,
in time for Christmas.
Crimbus. Yeah. Why? Okay. All right.
On top of that, she actually just got signed on with a publishing company for a spin-off
Yeah.
something. I
Yeah.
don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about it, so I'm
Right.
just going to leave it there.
Yeah, that'll probably
Sometime
be fine.
Circus coming in March.
Much more coming soon.
Rad.
To a bookshelf near you, hopefully yours. We're going to go into a brief recap. Long story short, last session, you guys had escaped the Forest Nell, were being hunted and tracked by a dragon at the time, graciously warned by a member of the Hexers whom were hired by the Crinkles to beat you guys in a race.
Crinkles.
They did beat you guys in a race.
Not proven.
They beat you guys in a race, not proven, maybe.
They might be dead before they can tell.
Did
They
you win a
also
race that isn't real?
might be willing to forego
If they're there, it's real.
the claim.
Help
They-
debate race theory.
They did change their minds about heading immediately back to Drakehaven after a few of you decided to tell them that there was some lovely treasures awaiting them at the exact location that you guys are heading.
Oh no, don't get the treasure.
Oh no, don't get the treasure. Wandering at night. Speaking of, as you guys continued into the desert, heading towards Sieve, a old underground sand gnome den in which people would hide from the desertous areas during the nighttime because of the darkest night, a draconic entity stretching over a mile long with smaller ones seeming to peel off of it in search for more food.
Hard pass.
Hard pass. You guys made it to Sieve Kalor. Made a few decisions. I know that Roscoe wanted to go play slapsies with an old drunken dwarf. Leon basically passed out in the dirt. And, it has been so long. Let me just say what I'm trying to remember here. For Salvo, you were going to go check out the market.
Bazaar trade, yes.
The bazaar trade in the area. JJ, I don't exactly remember what your...
I'm I'm making sure Roscoe doesn't die.
So you're joining up with Roscoe.
My
Okay. Okay. These are things I should write down, actually. So,
And
I believe I requested JJ to chaperone Roscoe because I'm currently being held responsible for anything that Roscoe does.
you just got done with the conversation, a pretty big conversation with...
not done.
Oh, sorry.
We'll get there.
Just getting started.
Yeah.
Set up with the unfortunate task of my well-being.
No, everyone else's well-being at your expense.
And for our kobold friend, what were you doing with this time?
I want to say I was talking to Thea.
Okay. So, Thea, Thalner. And I might get this wrong. I think Stack was hanging out with you
Sure.
and Thea. I don't think Stack joined anyone in particular here.
I don't remember him being in any.
I'm on
particular
stack
place.
duty.
Okay, you're on Stack babysitting duty. How about that? So, before we get into the actual session, the last thing to talk about with the recap, Edorin Two-Tone, the gnomish shaman that resides within Sieve Kalor, was speaking with our friend here, Hammerfist. A little bit off screen, you guys were not there, but there was a little bit of a backstory revealed where Hammerfist was killed after his Sieve Korvog was destroyed by a large blue dragon. In this conversation with Edorin, several things were more or less posited and deliberated about. One of which being that the echo that Hammerfist was manifesting was a part of him. It took the representation of his father.
Myself.
Of yourself, that's right. His father had supposedly spoke to Edorin whenever he went to go visit Sieve Korvog. And the final touch was when he had done a couple tests, he had seen that this echo supposedly had to do with the magic or the entity known as the Darkest Night. As to why, we are not so certain. But in the meantime, before we get back to Edorin, let's go ahead and start with Roscoe.
Yeah.
And one second while I get my music situated. Because the jingly jingies are pretty cool, but yeah, that'll do it. As you walk through the brightly lit lanterns that kind of hold dim lights all throughout these tunnels, you're walking with this dwarf man heading towards the nearest tavern. JJ not too far behind. And as you approach this tavern, like from the inside where there is not a lot of wind in what you can tell, it's a stacked stone building with wind chimes all hanging through it. And all of these wind chimes are just gently swaying. And again, especially with your passive perception, you don't feel or see any wind that should be blowing these chimes. But as you approach, the old man goes,
"All right, we're almost to the tavern. The Grand Boulder, it's my baby. I remember when it was just a little old dive dug. What you drink? What you poison?"
Oh, the strongest thing you've got. I mean, hopefully it'll satisfy me.
How about the third strongest thing we got? You can't handle the
Are you
strongest.
insulting me, sir?
I'm saying I don't know your caliber, and ain't nobody can handle the strongest thing we got.
Why do you have
Oh,
it?
that sounds like a better challenge than Slapsies.
Well, why do we have it? To answer that is because it's delicious.
But no one can handle it.
Some people can. Most people of dwarven descent aren't too bad for it, but
So why don't we make this a drinking contest there, sir?
Is it a drinking contest or a slapsies contest?
Every time before you slap, you gotta take a drink.
You pulling my beard, mate.
No.
Kind of looks at the
I
two of
open
you.
I would never pull your beard.
You're a smart Umi.
I might pull your beard later.
You mean?
Well, you'll regret that, but you'll soon find out. How about we all come? You know what? Let's get you a thimble of a drink. The Dragon's Lust.
Is that a short joke? Or
No.
like,
Not at all.
alright.
As you guys enter the bar, it's pretty sad and sullen. Very dark, very dirty. There's actually like straw and things like kind of scattered about the floor. Sweeping's not a thing here. And as you walk up to the bar, there's a taller, kind of like gray-skinned elven man with like balding pattern, kind of pulled back, and he goes like, "You again?"
Yeah, it's me, and I got a friend. We're drinking, and why don't you put a couple of Hold on. You want one?
No,
Sure.
yeah, I've sworn off the stuff.
Smart Humi. Put a couple of thimbles on for the Dragon's Lust, and we're about to have us a little slapsies match.
The bartender kind of like was wiping down this filthy mug, and the rag's filthy. It's not even helping it at all.
Smearing the thing.
Just smearing the filth. Sets it down. He goes like, "Who am I to deny the gold?" And he turns around, pulls out this flask. It's an actual flask that's like resting on a shelf. There's a bit of wood that has a space in which the flask hangs from, strangely enough. When he goes to pick up the flask, he puts on these really thick gloves. And he takes the flask off, and then he pulls these two tiny thimble caps from like a row of them above where that flask was resting, and sets them down on the counter. And he takes the lid off, and he goes, "Might want to hold your nose there."
No.
All right, sit yourself. Cracks it open, and there is a electric, burning sensation that hits your nostrils almost immediately. It is going through your nasal cavity into your esophagus, and it feels like it's burning.
Woo! My God.
I'm awake. Alright.
Y'all drink that?
Well,
That is not fit for human consumption.
I tried to tell you.
Good thing we're not humans.
Well, you know, figures me. You know,
Typically, it's for dwarves. It's an old, very, very old concoction of ours. But
smells old.
And he like kind of leans over and he whispers and he goes,
between you and me, you're going to be need to take care of your friend tonight.
Well, that's why I'm here.
I figured as much. For
He looks
every
over. I'm still like kind of half bleeding from what happened to my face. Like I am not okay right now.
and he picks up his thimble, and then he picks up the other thimble.
I have a clarifying question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are these thimbles for dwarves?
These are like, when I say thimble in volumetric ounces, probably like a quarter of an ounce.
I was picturing an actual thimble.
Like an actual like pinky thimble.
And I was like, well, a dwarf hand would be bigger.
No,
It's a
like-
bigger volume.
There's about a quarter of an ounce of liquid in this cup.
Gotcha.
And as you look at it, it's got this strange, like, silvery graphite, like, almost as if someone put, like, some liquid glitter in it, like the silvery graphite, like, swirl to it, and with pale edges.
Sounds healthy.
Sounds healthy, does
Oh,
it?
that's smart. That's gonna cut your throat as it goes down and get it straight into the bloodstream, ain't it?
yeah. Tell you what, the magic's in the cup. How about you find out? Cheers, mate.
Slams it, takes a drink. He's going to make his con save, and you need to make your con save. Okay.
22.
For a moment, as this liquid enters your esophagus, It's almost like a blacking out moment. You're drinking this and you're standing still, and JJ, you're watching him, and he's just kind of blinking and like smacking his lips. But for you, in a microsecond, you are warped back into that resting place on that like stone statue dais on that island, and then half a second later, you warp back. Your throat is searing. This is the worst pain you've ever felt from imbibing any liquid. And on top of that, you feel somehow weaker. Not that your strength is drained, not that your muscles are smaller or tightened or anything. It feels like there's something inside of you missing. And he says, "Well, I'll be damned. Halfling's still standing. All right. This is going to be a wonderful game of slapsies."
I wish I wasn't starting at half health. All right, yeah, let's do it.
You guys kind of walk over to. There's literally a wood embossed, like almost den with dirt all up in it, with lots of feet and like marks of like bodies and stuff. And there's like even spots where it looks like blackened, dried blood is in it. And he goes, "Welcome to the ring. Time to be a grown halfling, ain't it?"
Before he goes up, I want to like assess his cognitive function, because I'm like, "Hey, you still
The box in the corner.
you still here, bud?"
If you weren't already, you're drunk. So go ahead and roll that separately from the con save of like the thimble.
Like another
Yes.
con save?
Yep.
One was for the alcohol. This is
21.
just for the drunk.
21.
So I
Okay.
passed that.
Yeah, so you passed. You would be able to add 2 10 hit points, but you still have some from prior, so I wouldn't recommend changing that. So, JJ, go ahead and give me a medicine check as you kind of like pat down your dude. He's like, "What, you need a towel boy too?"
I'm just making sure he's not gonna lose
Tell man.
have permanent brain damage from this exchange. Okay, medicine check.
Yep.
Not saves.
At disadvantage?
That's-
Question mark?
It's not,
Exhaustion.
it's not a disadvantage.
Exhaustion.
Oh, thank you for the reminder. You are exhausted, so it is disadvantage.
Okay, so first one's a 7. Or sorry, it's a 14.
That is the wrong song. Come on, where are you at?
It's a 14 total.
There it is. 14?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
14, actually, it's not a full pass. You're going to get some half information here. Something is off about Roscoe. You can't put your finger on what. Like, this is standard Roscoe. Like, his behaviors and his cognitive functions are in alignment with where you would think he would be. But there is something off about Roscoe. You can't put your finger on it.
Slightly kinder. a little bit more manners.
Do I feel like this is I mean, obviously I know it's a bad idea, but I'm going to let him do whatever he wants to do. If that makes sense. Like, whatever.
What's up?
I'll let him have it. I was trying to think, I was like, do I feel like this is a bad idea to let him do this? I'm like, well, I know it's a bad idea. But...
Your passive insight's pretty good. You don't sense any ill will from this dwarf.
Yeah.
Just on a passive insight.
Yeah. Not in terms of harm, but just like, I'll just be watching to throw in the towel, basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So, are you done getting babied then? He's rolling up his sleeves. He's got like cracked knuckles and like blackened hands.
Oh, I see you actually wear sleeves. That's a feminine choice.
Listen, when you're down in the dirt long enough, you know to keep it off your skin. Come on.
I'm assuming I take that come on as a let's start, so I slap the shit out of him.
Okay, so you run up and slap the shit out of him. We're gonna go ahead and roll off to see who's gonna go first.
A straight roll.
Yep.
Nat 20.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
I'll let you get two. I'll let you get 2 swings in, 2 slappies in.
God, need them.
That's not the rules. Does he get inspiration for that?
Slappy's is
I do
homebrew.
for that.
That's true. On the back.
I'm not gonna start counting off. I'm not gonna count off the mat because it's all soft. Yes, it's a 1. So that's a 19.
19 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. In Slapsies, all damage is a D4, no additives.
Okay, nice.
No adds, so
Yep.
I'm gonna add my plus
Nope, just a D4.
2d4s.
1.
1. Okay.
Another one. Because you hit twice.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I gotta roll.
Yeah, roll the hit again.
Oh. I thought you got a nat 20 for one.
That was for the
just
roll
a
off.
go.
Initiative.
Another
Oh,
one.
gotcha.
Another one.
13, 12.
Misses. So you get one good slap in. It connects with him. He just like barely flinches. His eyes are still tracing you. And then you go to swing again, and then he puts a hand up.
That's not allowed.
Oh, it's allowed. Double hits, mate. Whoompa! And he goes to slap you.
Pop, 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 pop.
Okay, 26 to hit.
Oh.
Let me check my stats.
What's your
Yeah,
face's
that,
AC?
that really is.
2 points of slappy damage.
Damn, he hits twice as hard as you.
And that's 5 points. So you roll a d1.
You take 2 points of slappy damage, and that is his go. He rears back, swings into you. You kind of take a half step back, and you're just squaring off with him now.
15.
15 hits.
Big money.
4.
Woo! For 4 damage. Okay, describe me this hit, please.
It catches him just under the jaw, like 2 fingers actually on the throat.
Oh, really? Yeah. Hits him, and he just through the beard and everything. Left hand slap. Goes to slap you. With a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
4 points of slappy damage.
Man, he's just like a little better than you.
That's the same I did.
Well, plus the 2 from earlier, so.
You're not here.
So he slaps you so hard, for a second you see stars, and then you get reminded of that explosion of the moon that you had seen in a vision, and it goes to black, and you see again, and he's going to swing at you again. But it is your turn.
I'm not gonna let my head explode like that moon.
That's already happened.
25.
25 definitely hits.
Big money.
3.
3 slappy damage.
Respectable slap.
Okay. Yeah, you hit him with you spin around and hit him with a backhand when he's not expecting it. And you see him kind of tumble, and he backs up a few steps, and he goes, blood streaking out of his mouth.
That's right. Spit the weakness out of you.
I'm starting to like you, halfling. Goes to swing on you again. Ooh.
What's taller, a dwarf or a halfling?
Dwarves.
Yeah.
Barely. But 15 to hit.
No.
He misses. So he spits, you taunt him, he goes to swing at you, and you just kind of like sidestep it. Go ahead and roll.
I'm like, oh no, mate, it's your turn. Oh my, did you go?
Oh, you cheeky bastard, swing!
16.
Okay. And as that 16 connects, there is a thunderous, explosive sound.
That's it.
And we're going to pause. We're going to move over to our girl here, heading to the marketplace. So,
Bizarre.
Salvo, as you've been kind of canoodling and discussing matters with very eccentric and
Sorry, what am I doing there?
canoodling. You know, it's your RP. Do you canoodle?
If it gets me a deal.
It takes you a while to figure out.
Values.
Takes you a while to figure out that the locals here basically treat you like an outsider unless you canoodle. And then you find out you canoodle.
Yeah.
But you canoodle and you get directed down to...
Patting them on their heads.
they like it. They're just like, bongos!
Played
I
bongos.
really need to go canoodling in.
Played bongos in university.
It was his selective.
Canon, you played bongos at the College of Is It.
Terribly good, but I could keep rhythm.
You make it to the bazaar type area. It's a indented hovel, like almost in the shape of a star, where everything kind of like collects in a centralized location with tunnels all spreading out through different areas. Not dissimilar to most like bazaars you visited within the worlds. Like there's just stands of people, rickshaw shacks.
Chaos.
Like, exactly. There's just so much There's literally a dude that's selling fish, and he's doing it by being able to throw the fish to his basically like grung partner who would hop up out of nowhere, like being unseen from the crowd, hop up out of the nowhere, grab the fish, and then land right in front of the person that was buying it and be like, hello? And you make it to the bazaar. What exactly are you looking for here?
Particularly magical items of a protection sort. Rings, cloaks, say attunable items,
Sure thing.
things of an AC nature.
Okay. Highs, lows, or middles?
Hi.
Okay. With a 64, that puts you in the middle range.
Yeah.
So, what I will say is that you do find a more or less like there's this small halfling-looking man who's got like this thick woven turban-looking hat, and he's just kind of hollering at people passing by, peddling wares. He's like, "I've got a pipe that can only be smoked in the middle of the night, but supposedly it keeps away the darkest night." Ooh. Everybody's ignoring him. They're like, nothing keeps away the darkest night.
Supposedly, he says.
Yeah, he says supposedly. And you walk up to him, and he's...
My critical mind is immediately like, I do not care for this person.
do you pass him by, or are you going to talk to him?
I'm going to talk to him.
Okay. You walk up, and he goes, "Oh, miss, yes, I can tell by your armor that you're well outfitted for duty and adventure."
One could say.
Yes. Well, I tell you what, I've got plenty of wares for you. How about I've got potions of healing. Simple, easy enough. I've got, oh, wait, what is this? I've got this statue that when you bark at it, it barks back. It's very important.
I'm fucking intrigued.
You hear the audible blink, blink, blink sound of me looking at
No,
it.
tough sell. Okay, not the dog. Stupid anyway. Okay, how about a book that you can write in it, and then the letters are sent to whoever you choose. Ooh.
Could I see it in action?
Certainly, yes. He takes the book. And your name. I'm left-handed.
Salvo.
Salvo. All right.
It's his phone number.
Right? Yeah, it's great, huh? No? Okay,
Yeah,
something else.
You hear that in the distance.
No, okay, something else. And as he's like digging through a trunk, you hear in your mind, "Salvo, what beautiful mithril armor you have." And he's still digging, and he goes through, and he goes like, "Aha! Okay, protection, yes, I've got shields.
I hold up my shield.
I've got this cloak. It's a bit worn and tattered, but it's very effective, very magical, very good. Only 500 gold, and it's yours. It'll keep you safe from any nasties from the desert."
What kind of cloak is this?
It's a cloak of saving your ass. Yep, that's what I called it when I
I'm not
escaped
familiar.
the darkest night.
And what school of magic is the Cloak of Saving Your Ass from?
Let me check my ledger. Protection. Yes.
I'm going to place my hand upon it, inspect it, and while I'm doing that, cast Identify using a spell slot.
Okay, using a spell slot, burn it. This is a cloak of protection.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Does it seem to be in total disrepair, or is it just dirty?
So here's the thing, and you would know this about magical items. They basically can't be destroyed unless by magical means. Damage and wear and tear to products of the magical sorts is rare, and seeing as this one is damaged, you can only surmise that it was done by magical damage, but your Identify tells you that it's a completely functional cloak of protection. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, it has been aesthetically, magically tarnished.
It did its job.
Cosmetically.
Thrift.
And I do all of this in my mind, obviously.
Yes,
And
yes.
I'm looking at it like,
You know it works because it
I think
protected
we look-
somebody.
I think it would look dashing on you, and you know, magical items do change size with you know. It was on me. I'm a bit smaller, but it should fit your shape. Should fit your shape.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I am a little concerned about the damage I see on it.
Ooh, no, that just means it's done its job.
Do you see my armor?
Pristine, very clean. You don't seem like you get into a lot of fights.
And then I pull out the freshly skinned green dragon scale.
Are you selling?
One could be inclined to sell.
How many of those you got?
Enough for a suit of scale mail.
Really? I'll trade you the book and the cloak for it. So, hi, we have experienced some technical difficulties with audio, and there's a little bit that was missed from the stream. I'm going to go ahead and recap that now. Where we had cut out, it was Salvo procuring some goods in the market. So she did indeed get this cloak of protection that was a little bit worn. She also got a... You know what? None of what I had described about it was recorded. Ha-ha! Anyways, it's a book of unstable sending. You write a message into it. It is sent to the recipient. It is unstable, in which however much you use it may cause it to explode.
For 20 gold.
Yeah, it was 20 gold. Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty happy with both my purchases.
Actually, yeah, the whole haggling was a whole lot of fun because this character literally was like, I got a fat sack of gold and then another smaller sack of gold, and he packed up his cart and left, in which Salvo also had heard a loud explosion sound, not dissimilar to JJ and Roscoe. Leon, who's asleep, heard an explosion sound in his sleep and stayed asleep. And Hammerfist also, after talking to, was it Edoran?
Edoran.
Yeah. After talking to Edoran, who had basically explained that a dragon of certain origin related to the Darkest Night must have died at the same time that he was killed, because part of his echo shadow-like entity magic, it was both related to him and had the same magical energy signature as a dragon like the Darkest Night. He too then heard an explosion, in which we transitioned over to Thalner, Thea, and Stack, who had a little bit of a heart-to-heart, went and bought some food, a kebab, like shawarma-looking thing. Everybody's all somber-looking because I'm about to say that they also heard an explosion, and it was a bunch of creatures bursting in through the walls and attacking all of them. They've got like these Drake-sized quadrupedal bodies that turn into a humanoid shape, almost like a centaur. And whereas these ones that they're showing are purpley in color, these were actually blue. Bursting through the walls, they had grappled Leon in his sleep and started taking him down. Started to take him down one of the tunnels, whereas in the other group with Thea, Stack, and Thalner, Stack was grabbed and taken down another tunnel while Thea and Thalner were being attacked. So that's where we were. We were in initiative. I forgot to mention that. It is Thea's turn as of now, and then Thalner's. So Thea, she's going to do the only thing that I looked up that she has the spell slot to do, and try to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter at the one running away with Stack.
Good call.
That is a DC 15 Wisdom save on this creature.
Sense of humor. I got punched a lot.
You got, yeah, you did.
I got one punch.
Well, you got one punch,
Yeah,
yes.
20 punch, but against me.
I think it's wisdom.
I got punched 3 times.
Oh, this is the hard part about losing. Okay, here we go. Got
Leon
it.
also got nabbed.
Okay. So he got a natural 17, has a +0, and he passes.
Dang.
So he continues running down the tunnel with Stack in tow. She has a bonus action, has no spell. She's gonna she looks over to you, Thalner, and she's like, "Don't know what the fuck's happening, but we gotta get Stack," and gives you bardic inspiration.
I don't know if you mentioned it now, but during the original Stack capture, did it not seem that he was actually grappled? You said they grabbed him by the head
Yes.
and ran by. So I would argue that he has still free limbs.
Free, short, stubby limbs. Yes,
All right.
I would agree with that. He's not restrained by any means.
Can Stack reach his own head?
He can't. He cannot reach the top of his head. No. All right, Thalner, what are you doing here? You are bardically inspired.
I am so inspired
Yeah.
to.
Remember how to play D&D.
Yeah.
It's not easy playing D&D and producing it.
I defeat the enemy.
I win. I cast win.
I love that spell.
Yeah.
First level spell too. It's a great.
So-
save every time.
He took Stack down the tunnel,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Just like booked it.
Yeah.
But how far have they gotten?
20 feet into
my
the
turn?
tunnel. From you, 25.
25?
Yep.
Stack has my drugs.
It's imperative we get your drugs back.
Oh no.
I'm not there.
Oh no.
His drug on ball. Z.
I'm gonna cast Kinetic Jaunt. No opportunity attack,
Okay.
increase speed, and I'm just gonna hurl myself at Stack and add some extra weight
Okay.
and
Okay.
wrap around him.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
This is the thing that just
More pounds.
basketball. That.
Yeah, let's see how strong your hand grip is.
It's pretty strong. Very clawy.
You did describe them initially as bulbous, muscular.
I don't think that's the word.
It's exactly.
You're only saying that because that wasn't recorded.
Yes, that's
And you can put words in my mouth.
Those were the words. You
is
said
bold?
athletics or acrobatics.
First.
While I'm canoodling in the market.
Oh yeah, you are canoodling in the market.
Is this at disadvantage?
That was recorded.
DM.
Huh? I'm sorry.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics at disadvantage.
Yes, because you are exhausted.
But adrenaline. That's cocked.
You're asking, but you know the answer.
Okay.
Okay. Good start. Good start.
Don't be worse. It's a little bit worse. 13.
13. Do you want to add your bardic inspiration to that?
Because you asked, I feel like I should.
That's a. Yeah.
5. All right.
Okay, 18. That's pretty good. Basically, Thalner just casts this spell on himself, just a shift in his pupils as he focuses in on Stack being carried off down this tunnel. dashes forward, hops up into the air, and basically like rides this creature's spine, running all the way up, and then jumping and landing on Stack and starting to like weigh him down just a little bit. I will have this person give me a grapple check versus your grapple. So hit me with an athletics check, Thalner.
That's awesome.
Okay. That's worse. Alright, that's
So disadvantage too.
stop.
Oh.
So that's
It got a total of 11.
it wasn't even that much to beat.
And like you were weighing it down as for just a second, like hanging on to Stack, and he's like, "What's happening? Where are we going?" And the creature just kind of scrapes you and Stack against the wall a little bit as it dips, and he just like and like pulls you in close and basically like arm wraps you guys both like a football,
Okay.
and just continues running down.
As long as he doesn't knock me off.
You get the sense with a passive perception that he doesn't fully know that you're there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
A bug
So,
caught onto this thing.
do you have a bonus action that you would like to use?
Kinetic drone is a bonus action, so I actually have
okay.
my action still. And I think that's a good one.
You
Yeah.
are restrained right now.
Can't restrain my mind.
There's a spell for that.
Yeah, what was I gonna punch him?
Fair.
I'm gonna use the cantrip Mind Sliver.
Okay. What's the save?
Intelligence 16.
Intelligence. Oh, I remember that.
I feel like that's a safe bet here.
That
Maybe judgment.
is a hand cut, pristine,
Oh.
natural 1. That is a dirty natural 1. Okay.
Sliver that mind.
Yeah.
Sliver that mind.
Yes. Okay. So. Wait, what
Take
does it say?
psychic damage?
Oh. Spells when you. So it's 2d6. And it has to subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw before the end of my next turn.
Interesting.
6.
6 points of damage. Okay. This high-pitched whine just permeates through the air and almost stabs into the side of this guy's head, and he twists his shoulders around, kind of like almost spinning in pain, but still holding on to you guys firm. Does loosen his grip a little bit. And then, okay, so from Thalner, it's Leon's turn. You are restrained very
I
badly.
rage.
You rage? Okay. Just crystals begin to form all around your body as you're being pulled tight against this creature.
I close my eyes and try and talk to Smargard and also anyone else who might be listening in my proximity spiritually. And I say, "Help me! What should I do? Assist!"
Okay.
The gods.
So this is not at disadvantage. Roll me a nature check.
17.
Okay. In this moment, it's going to consume your action. But this is because for a second, you get pulled back to that long hallway of sound echoing through the air, hearing that same word repeat over and over and over. And Hammerfist, what's your passive perception?
14.
14. You can see down the tunnel, basically like the figures of these creatures, the one carrying Leon. You see like in your mind, it looks like a sliver of a blue needle just glowing in the air. You, Leon, hear this vibration collecting on your back, and that blue sword charges up with electricity and zaps the creature that's like carrying you like this.
Rad.
I'm considering this. He's struggling with the grapple, like basically like freeze frame. You're falling out of the air. But you definitely shook the grapple with that.
Sweet. Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, so bonus action. You have movement speed, rough terrain. So,
But I'm mid-fall.
But you're mid-fall. So I'd say, yeah, you basically can land and be next to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Okay. So from there, it is JJ's turn with Hammer Fist up after that.
Okay,
JJ.
so
Yeah, you're in this bar. This one just busts through the wall, went to attack the dwarf and Roscoe right in front of you in that sand pit where they were slapping around. Yeah, you just see him bust through and start fucking him up.
okay, well,
I cast gun.
good at that level.
That's like a wind spell.
It is kind of a wind spell.
This is the only one in this area right now.
Yeah.
Okay. At disadvantage? Or no, that's just ability checks.
Ability checks, yeah, so it's straight.
Shooting's fine.
Straight roll.
Shooting's fine. That is a 21.
Definitely hits.
Heck yeah.
Heckin' damage, boy.
Heckin' damn it, boy.
Heck damn it. Oh, I mean damage.
Bullets can be fired with air bending, earth bending, or fire bending.
Or water bending. The water gun.
We were.
As 12 damage for the first attack.
Okay.
Repeating, of course.
Repeating, of course. Okay, and then second attack. Oh no. Not as good. That is a 15.
Beats it.
We take those for 13 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Huge.
I have
Huge.
no idea.
I
Huge
think-
damage.
Is this thing like? I mean, it's not going to affect anything, but is it like we're still trying to attack them two, or is the dwarf out?
So all of this is happening like in bullet time. You can see that right now its attention was on attacking these guys. Basically, you've just shot it in the chest, and as blood is splurting through the air, for lack of a better word, you just see its eyes move patiently at you,
Did the
and then
dwarf
back
get
down
down?
at them. Huh?
Did the dwarf get down?
Dwarf is down.
Oh, darn.
Yep.
Dwarf down.
I'm going to run and hop and jump behind the bar.
Okay.
And then keep stinging.
Yeah, you run and just kind of like slide over the top of the bar. The bartender back there is like, you take care of this, and then just starts slowly walking away.
Sorry about that.
You didn't spill any drinks, did you?
Roll a d4. -1. He
Zero.
spilled no drinks. He rolled a 1.
Yeah, that's good.
That was a good throw on the dice
Yeah.
roll, too. That's some pizzazz on it.
All right.
And that's
That's your turn? Okay. Hammerfist, you're up.
Alrighty. First question.
Yeah.
Do I know Edoron very well?
Yes.
He has combat prowess at all?
He's the bookish stay-at-home type. He's basically the Q.
So no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Edoron, get to safety.
Already on it. Then you see him like stepping into this room, just closes shut.
Okay, so I have one that's here in front of me punching me.
Yeah.
And then I see
About
Leon.
about 80 paces down the way into the tunnels. You see towards the main thoroughfare through the bazaar. Basically, looking through that straight shot, you see just Thea and 2 monsters, and she's running off to a side. You see farther down another creature that's approaching the outside of the bar. And then farther down, you see a flood of people heading into the bazaar.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna protect the ones I have here with me. The one. So I'm going to...
Not to mention, sorry, you also saw Leon getting taken by a creature down a tunnel. Yeah.
Well, I know Leon's very capable. And I don't know Thea. So I'm going to protect my buddy, Edoron, here. And punch.
attack with the casting ability, punch.
Yep. So I cast a punch for 19.
To hit?
Mm-hmm.
The hits. Yeah. Just go ahead and roll all your hits out if you're focusing on the same one.
I'm going to punch him again for 25.
Okay. Definitely hits. So roll it up.
So right here, all.
Did you banff your shadow?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, let me go ahead and pop him out.
Bonus action banff shadow.
Oh wait, he's already out, isn't he?
Yeah. He was kind of just following
Yeah,
you
because
around.
he was poking on him and whatnot.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think I can do things with him other than get advantage, which both hit, so I won't worry about it for now. $29 points of damage.
Just in one go.
Yes.
Woo!
Is that
You're pretty good.
One punch?
Two
Punches?
Yeah.
punches.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just see. You guys don't see this, but like Hammerfist basically molds his arm into like the shape of a hammer and just starts going into town with this guy. And this the creature's like trying to block it and just getting pummeled in the process.
Totally like repeating, so it like sucks in and just, like, actually like my arm stays still and just
No, that's terrifying.
Maybe you're more like Piston Fist.
Piston fist.
Just doesn't
that
have the
hand
same.
I don't like that name at all.
Moving on. Do you have a bonus action? Are you gonna like stand your ground here?
with my
Crossed
so
a different line.
one of those, actually I'll say this because I can attack from my echo. So one of those punches came from me and one of the other punches came from my echo. Yeah.
It's like a, what is it, Noob Saibot?
Yeah, exactly. And yeah.
Cool. Chilling there?
That's what I'm doing. Mhm.
Got it. Roscoe, you're up. Salvo, you're on deck.
So I only see this one guy. I don't see Stack getting taken or anything, right?
Yes. Just the one that
Correct.
walked up in here and knocked the heck out of that dwarf guy you were slapping with.
Can I get an idea of what he's looking like? Like he's
The guy on the ground?
No, not the dwarf. He's monster.
Oh.
The monster. Like he's taking a
What's your passive perception?
15.
Okay. He took some cuts like busting through the wall. Like that's what you can see.
Okay. All right. So I'm first gonna try and hit him with my staff.
Okay. Roll it. Let's see it.
15.
Beats it.
Nice. All right. So I'm gonna use a key point and do a stunning strike on him.
Okay. Con save, right?
Yes. 13.
Okay. He got an 8.
Nice.
Yep.
So he's stunned until the end of my next turn.
You're taking your other hits on him?
So yeah, I get at least one more.
Which they're at advantage now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess you can do your hits first, but
I already picked it up before I realized what it was, so. Ooh, that's max. That's a 10 damage.
10 damage.
Wait, no, my bad. I'm sorry. I said I used my staff. That is a 12.
12 damage?
Yeah, because I used two hands.
should it be a D6 bud? Or
No, so I
D8?
used two hands.
So it's a D.
versatile.
Yeah.
When a creature is stunned, is that considered crit as well, or is
No.
that, okay?
It's
Just
unconscious.
advantage.
It's just advantage stun. Unconscious is a crit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's somehow less.
How much less?
5.
Total of 5 damage? You hit him really hard and then heals a little bit. I'm just kidding.
I don't think you are.
No, actually I am kidding. For mechanical
alright.
purposes.
Let the record show.
Second hit definitely hits for a 26.
For sure.
With a 26.
But you only
Gotcha.
had-
5
That's a
damage.
cost.
Next punch, 26 damage.
Using the staff again, that's going to be a 7.
7 points of damage?
But he is stunned.
But he is stunned.
Yeah.
And I only have one more key point, so I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. Just roll up on this guy, literally hit him in the temple, kind of goes limp on his quadrupedal part of his backside, and then you just start wailing on him.
Can I use my movement speed to climb up on his back?
Yeah. Acrobatics, because he's not standing with like poise, so you're kind of just trying to run up a.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take a disadvantage acrobatics check.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
9. That's the worst I can roll.
Halfling 1.
That Dragon's Lust thimble is starting to get back at you, and as you like run up and you're going to try to get up in that like top side like control type area, basically he continues falling over under your weight, and you're not expecting this, and you head forward, tumble, just like wind up right in front of him.
That's where I started. I'm all right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to.
You can see okay, let me back that up. That you definitely can see like this flood of people that are running away, and now that there's enough of them that have ran into the bazaar and have caused this panic, you can see thin through the crowd that there is a creature of a very, in your opinion, like malicious stature.
Sure.
That's what you can see, and basically I'm just describing like the bar side.
Gotcha. Well, then I'm going to look around and say, well, the best offense is a good offense. Use my first level spell slot to make my cannon again in the form of Force Ballista, because I'm feeling great. Health-wise, I don't know how anyone else is doing. I'm like, well, no one's around. I feel great. Gun. And use my full movement speed to move towards the nearest threat.
Okay. So because of the crowd, your full movement speed is going to be rough terrain and halved.
Okay, so I move 15 feet towards that.
Mm-hmm. And from this distance, you're now seeing this creature just kind of clawing its way through the pillars and like ripping out pieces of the wood at the front of this bar and trying to get in through the door.
Okay. I bonus action shoot it.
What's the range on it?
120.
Perfect. Yeah, it's a little bit less than that.
I should hope so. That is what is that? The damage, sorry. I haven't used the violence cannon in a while.
The pew-pew gun?
There it is. Yes, that is a 28.
Definitely hits. What, 28?
Mm-hmm.
Carry the 1. Dang.
8 force damage, and it is pushed 10 feet away.
Away from just a point of
my
choosing?
Angle,
your angle?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, it just rips through a few more of the wooden pillars in front of that bar again.
Oh, sorry, 5 feet. 5 feet.
5 feet? Okay. It just rips through a pillar and then kind of like smacks into another one and then like whips its body around, like kind of back up to a rocking wall on the edge of this tavern. And it like looks over and sees you, but you can see it just eyeballs the door again and starts chasing.
Okay. I have to get shot a lot.
Anything else?
That was an bonus action movement, so I think
all the
good.
creatures are gonna go now. Yes.
Can they not?
Stack. Oh yeah, Stack didn't take a turn. Let me roll initiative for him. He rolled a bad initiative, so in the future he's gonna be before JJ or before Hammer and after JJ. I'll go ahead and do something for him now. You had. And you would have gone first. Actually, you would have gone before him. So yeah, getting a little distracted. He's like, "Where are we going? What is happening?" You run up and you grab him, and then the creature basically like puts it under your body, and then you psychically hit it with a mind sliver, opens up its grasp a little bit, and Stack is just gonna try to like spread his arms and then turn and punch this thing.
And I'm like holding his waist, like, oh my god.
Wait, hold on. He's not restrained.
So mossy.
He hits the guy. He hits the guy with a 17. Ooh, boy.
I had to do 2 things.
The spine cracker.
Yeah.
Through the belly.
Hold drugs and break spines.
Okay. So he does 7 points of damage but something that only Thalner sees right now. He's taking a second attack.
Boy leveled up. He's all leveled up.
I have 2 fists.
Unfortunately, yeah, he rolled a 15 on that one, so missed.
I thought that.
Oh, wait, 15 is meets it, beats it. You're right. Okay. My bad.
I was like, is this one a stronger one?
No, 7 points of damage. He's rolling really bad on damage.
Consistent, too.
I also, are there no guards inside this place?
Do you look around for guards inside of the bar right now?
No, I don't, honestly.
That's okay.
His new signature move is the spinal double tap.
Pa-pa! All right. That was Stack retrospectively taking his turn.
Boy, Edoron, you know, he can.
Or maybe if I allow that to happen. Now, initiative 25 with the creatures. They basically, the one with Leon continues running down this tunnel. Hold on, no, you broke the grapple. It's going to try to grapple you again. You don't have disadvantage on this.
Gosh, darn it.
Because you're raging. 14.
That is not good. 14.
Oh, meets it, beats it.
There we go.
Okay, so, wait, no, it's his turn.
I'll say, but who meets it?
Whoops. Yeah, so he runs up and he grabs you again, basically trying to put you back in that, that kind of held position. But now you basically hit the ground and now you're starting to kind of see life happen in flashes, like 5-second increments almost. And you have the sword in your hand and you're being grabbed by him again. But he's going to continue running. And he makes it about another 15-20 feet down into the tunnel with you. The one attacking you is going to take its swings. It definitely hit. 23 to hit. 9.
Let's hit with this one.
25 to hit. And 10. What the? Like, actually. Okay, hold on.
Oh, the sword's taking over his body.
He just needs to strengthen up his left.
So roll the 10 and the 9 on its damage dice with its additive. It's going to be 23 points of damage.
Ooh.
Yep. As it begins to claw force damage into you. Literally, as it's impacting you, there's like these motes of like bright blue light that flare off of its fingertips.
Don't like that.
He's denting some metal. He's definitely denting some metal.
It sees that it's done some damage to you, and it can't disengage, so it's going to take an attack of opportunity from you and start running down the tunnel that Leon's in.
That will hit.
Okay.
28.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Not a nat 20. And... Oh, minimum damage. 9.
9?
9.
Okay. Swing into his, like, kind of tail side, scraping your fist around, like, almost popping some of the hip bone. It continues running down this tunnel that Leon had just gone down.
Slightly limping.
A little bit, yeah. It's got a limp. So 2 are going to attack Thea now.
Oh yeah, I did just kind of like abandon her over there.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna roll 2 different dice. Each one's taking its 4 swings.
That's what she gets for trying to help us.
Does she have a green dragon orb?
Nat 2, Nat 6 is gonna miss her AC.
Do we?
Second swing, 1 miss, 1 hit. So I've got 1 hit on her so far.
Trust the viewers, don't say it out loud.
Third swing, both hit.
Spoiled to us.
So 3 hits so far. 4th swing, one's a nat 20, the other one's a hit. So 4 swings, 1 crit. Ooh, I think she's out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just 1 more. Sorry, y'all.
That's a little bit. 4 attacks.
Okay.
Brutal.
They got 6.
She takes 40 points
I'm sorry, how many?
40 points of
You really lucked out with 16.
force damage, and she was at full health. No, she wasn't. Okay, but that's okay. Yeah, she's out. She's unconscious. Sorry. You just. She takes all these swings, and they basically just trample over her and start following down this tunnel. The one that's in the tunnel with you and Stack continues running, but is going to try to re-grapple specifically Stack. You guys were letting. Stack's not at disadvantage, and neither is the creature. Okay. This is going to be Stack's roll. In front of the table.
There you go.
That's it. Yeah,
Take it.
there
I'll
we
take
go.
that.
Hello? Okay. Yeah, Stack got an 18. Hello?
Oh, come on.
And the creature got a
Nat
natural
20.
20 for its athletics check. As you guys kind of fall out of its grasp, it takes that damage, continues running, and then two-hand picks up Stack, leaving you alone and just kind of like moving you to the side of the tunnel with its hip, and continues running. And then the last two in the bar. Roscoe, you have stunned this one. It's not its turn, but then you hear a crashing sound outside, and then you hear a ripping sound. You turn around and you see another creature ripping in through the front door of the bar, and for flavor purposes, you see Salvo's cannon hitting it from the side. Wait, that's still her turn. That one moves in. It's done. Yeah, that's all of them. It's back to Thalner. The other one had just run past you. Is at about 10 feet away with Stack in tow.
10 feet?
Yep.
I had my action planned, and now I don't. I'm not in touch range.
You can move in touch range. You can run up to him.
But now I have a different idea.
Okay. What you got?
Yeah. I'm gonna keep like following it as fast as I can to like keep in pace with it.
Okay.
How can I run faster than this? How would I be able to catch up to it?
Because
10
of the size of it and how small these tunnels are, you would have to like basically dive between its legs to get in front of it and then start heading it off.
How long
Okay.
does your movement thing last? That you do yourself?
Kinetic jaunt. Hey.
Oh. Up to a minute. With concentration though, would mine sliver have
Did you take damage from this creature?
After you.
no from this one?
No. Then you're good.
Okay.
Did Mind Sliver require concentration?
No, it's
No.
yeah,
Kinetic
it's instant.
jaunt.
Then you're set.
Okay.
You just can't concentrate on two spells, right?
Ah, I see. I
Yeah.
see. Yeah. No. And also that's a cantrip too.
Okay. Well then maybe I don't want to do that because that requires concentration. Why is everybody
Why does everybody have to focus on the concentrations?
Well, I guess I can run up to it first and then just drop the
Yeah.
concentration.
That's a good point.
And do. Yeah. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna sprint my ass back up to Stack and try and grab a hold of him again.
Okay. Okay.
Does that count as an action?
Technically, yes. If you're wanting to just specifically pry Stack away from him, yeah, it'll take your action for it.
No, I just want to like land.
Get back
Yeah,
on Stack
yeah.
space. Okay. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check. It's at disadvantage.
Exhaustion.
Exhaustion sucks.
Yeah,
It's
this
exhausting.
Yeah.
That was a nat 20 and
Hey.
an 18.
You take those.
That's
You
like
take
a.
those.
You said at acrobatics?
Yeah.
That's a 21.
21. Okay. Yeah, it's basically got Stack held up by the arm again, and you once again, same maneuver, run across its back and get to its shoulder this time, kind of like planting your feet in between its arm and like the back of Stack's head as it's holding it, and like holding onto like one of the gems as support.
Okay. So that would that be like my bonus action or just my movement?
What is kinetic jaunt verbiage? Also, I need to change this music. Hello.
This is world totes. Walking speed increased. I don't provoke opportunity attacks, and I can move through the space of another creature, and it doesn't count as difficult terrain. If you end your turn in another creature's space, you are shunted to the last unoccupied space you occupied.
Interesting.
And you take 1d4 force damage. I didn't read that part. How does that work?
No, in the same space.
Yeah, if you're
not
In
in
the same space.
Does it say you move through the ethereal? Because if not, if you're on or like in this creature's space while you're doing it,
technically you could run past him.
yes.
You know, to where you're like, if this is the chase, you in Stack's right here, you run past and grab onto Stack from
Because you can pass through their space.
that way. If you
Easily.
were to that, I mean, you'd be safe.
Would I have taken the 1d8 force damage on my last
No,
turn?
and also if you can pass through their space, that would have pretty much foregoed acrobatics roll. So I'm sorry I missed that. You the
Past
first.
both of them, at least.
Basically what happens here is like you roll through and like there's this quicken in your step as like adrenaline hits your heart and you just see everything go in slow motion and you just rush forward over the top of this guy, land kind of like skirting dirt into the ground in front of the cavern in front of him. He's still running at you with Stack in his hands.
Jaunted kinetically.
Okay, so I'm just in front of him now.
And that wouldn't have consumed your action.
I don't really want him to like hit me though. I'm trying to like stay. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts. I want to figure out why they're so hell-bent on like what is happening.
Okay, so you just want...
He's trying to hitch a ride,
Yeah, I was trying to.
unbeknownst to the creature.
Yeah, but
I
it's
see.
fine. I'm in front of it now, casting Detect Thoughts.
Okay. Are you just gonna go ahead and do like the full save, like saving throw to get into its inner thoughts? Or just want to do layer thoughts?
He does have 1d4 from
Less.
saving throw. Might as well.
Okay, just immediately out the gate with it. I'll go ahead and save. What's your DC?
16.
Okay, so right now it has a 17, but minus 1 is still a 16.
Means it beats it.
Yeah, so he'll beat it. However, I can gently remind you guys that inspiration changes my d20 rolls.
I don't think I have inspiration. I have inspiration. Yeah, I want to know what's going on.
Okay,
Do it again.
do it again. Okay, that's a 7.
Hold the team.
So even thematically, as you cast this spell, you get the surface thoughts and you start to delve deeper, and there's like a pushback, an elastic resistance against your attempt to gain into the knowledge of what this creature is about. Pushes you back, and both on entry and on the pushback, you just hear escape, escape, escape. And as you burst through that mental fortress and you get a greater sense of what's going on, these creatures are currently being, like, you see it's, basically you see it being commanded. You see multiple different scenes of its life within the last, like, 30 days. And you see that it's being commanded to take anything that is gem-like by being commanded by a large adult blue dragon.
Gem-like.
That's what you're seeing. And then like that top layer thought, escape, is you basically put 2 and 2 together with your passive insight. It's taking Stack, and it thinks it fits the bill gem-like, and it's trying to escape with him.
Interesting.
Okay.
So that was movement,
Movement,
action.
action. Leon after Thalner.
I don't have any spell slots left. And I don't have any of it. Well. Just to be safe. I'm gonna look back after like realizing kind of what the intentions are. I'm gonna look back down to where he's holding Stack and tell Stack like, we're gonna get out of this, and give him bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Just protect my boy.
The boss.
Rather
All right.
than bubble wrap.
Leon, you're up with JJ after.
So I'm currently being grappled.
He's after JJ. What's up?
I'm currently being grappled, or I have.
Yeah,
the
you're.
sword?
No. You're back. I don't remember what I had said last.
You got
I think you got
You gave me-
re-grappled, but you have this sword in your hand rather than on your back.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then I swing the sword backward at me.
Okay. If you do it at a regular rate, it's at disadvantage. If you recklessly swing, it'll be at a flat roll.
And can you remind me what reckless swing does? It opens me up for
Yeah.
advantage on
Creatures have advantage on you.
I will do that.
Only for attacks and not ability rolls?
Attacks, but a grapple is considered an attack.
Okay.
I'm recklessly attacking.
Okay.
For
So
it's a natural one.
You have inspiration?
I do have inspiration.
There you go.
But you only rolled it. Yeah.
That's a little bit better.
It's a 2.
What is oh yeah, it's the
The bigger number.
You might not have added. Did you add the sword to your?
I don't have like the hit DC.
Yeah, I forgot to give you
Dex
the info
plus
for the sword.
Proficiency plus 1.
So what's your war pick?
It's currently +6.
Okay, so this one's a +7.
Okay. So a 25.
25 definitely hits.
Yay!
Go ahead and roll your damage for it. You're rolling 3d10.
Oh, here you go, my guy.
And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
I do?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Is it +1?
Dang.
Okay.
You can choose not to.
Perfect.
Nice.
Is it +1?
That is 15.
15 damage.
Uh-huh.
It's also
Nice.
a +1 on the
Is that
15.
just... Sorry.
15 damage. The additional damage is +7.
So 22.
22?
Yeah.
Okay. This sword kind of whips around you in your hands as you're being grappled, and you just slice behind you, and it just digs into this guy's shoulder, like past his shoulder blade, and it's inside of him right now. Additionally, as it gets down into him, there's like this electromagnetic pulse of lightning damage, but he saved his he made his save. So what that means you don't know, but you know that he had to save from this because he's just kind of in shock, literally.
So before it pulses, as the sword gets to the center, I just go, "Don't touch me."
Okay.
Or touch me again.
You still have a second attack.
Yes.
what
so
did Reckless do as a bonus?
It made him not at disadvantage.
It's just a flavor choice.
Gotcha.
So I will swing again.
Okay.
You said +7, right?
Yep.
So 21
Hits. And now he's going to make a con save. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Sweet. All fours. 12 + 7, 19.
Okay. You basically just take your fist and pound it into the hilt of this sword and just keep pulling into the side of him. It electrically impulses again. He fails his save. He's still alive. You can see him basically like slightly trembling, but he's paralyzed.
Oh,
Damn.
gosh.
He's not moving.
I walk up to him, sling the sword over my shoulder, and just like tap him with my foot.
It just kind of like crumples and molds and falls into a wall a little bit.
And then I turn back around and start heading towards the rest of the noise.
You see Hammerfist chasing after one that's heading straight for you.
I'm gonna. Can I prepare an attack?
Nope, because you took a turn. We'll get there in a bit. JJ, you're up.
Could I have used my last round's bonus action? I forgot to declare it for my ready shot. I mean, this guy's already stunned, so it doesn't really matter. But if not, it's fine. I can do it.
Yeah. Are you doing it now? You meant for last time.
Yeah.
I see.
But in the end, it doesn't matter because I already have advantage on it.
Yeah.
Just-
Let's see.
Oh wait. This is the wrong dice.
Not that one.
Okay.
Ooh.
That is. Oh wait, I have advantage.
Yep.
Okay, that was a 6. Better. 19.
19 hits.
Oh, yeah.
For 15 damage.
Beating, of course.
19. Yes. That hits. I don't know what the number was, but high 30s or high 20s.
Definitely
16 damage
16 total
for the second attack.
for the second attack.
So
What was the first one again?
15, so 31 total.
Yeah, go ahead and describe the fate of this one.
Oh shoot!
That's what you did.
I was.
Oh, shoot.
Correct.
Oh, that was supposed to be a crit. Anyway, it's.
You very much.
Dead. He really did.
But my damage. Okay.
You want to roll the damage? Hit it.
No, it's okay.
I'll amplify the description based on
He rolled
damage.
max dice.
So Roscoe stuns this thing and tumbles off, and like as soon as like Roscoe's clear from the shot, I'll shoot it like once in the leg that it's putting its weight on, and then as it's falling, I'll shoot it again.
Pow, pow. Just kind of slumps over in front of you, Roscoe, and you look over, and there's just smoke coming out of the barrel of JJ's gun.
And then there's another one in the room.
The one that just busted in through the front of the bar, yes.
Yikes.
But also, like, you can, flavor-wise, you see Salvo's cannon just like pew, 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 hitting the side of it.
Gosh. I guess I'll stay behind the bar. And then ready my bonus action, steady my aim or whatever.
Heard that. All right. It's Stack's turn, with Roscoe after.
Stack attack.
Stack is going to try to break out of this grapple. And for the final time, I will do this in front of the table. This is going to be Stack. Okay, so he's at a 14.
Convenient.
Oh, no. Oh, I messed it up. All right. Oh, no. Come here.
That's an automatic one.
Yeah, I'm going to use a different dice. It didn't like me.
That's what we should use.
Where'd my other dice go? Hello? All right, this is going to be the creature. All right. That does not beat it. Yeah, so the
Well-
basic... what's up?
I don't know. Before you declare the outcome, doesn't Stack have Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah, but Stack
Doesn't need
passes.
Oh, I thought you said he doesn't.
No, he
doesn't
passed.
No,
need
the
it.
enemy
The
doesn't.
enemy
The enemy
didn't pass.
You got a 4.
Yeah, because I rolled that one second.
got it.
Yeah. The basically like Stack just continues trying to like slam his fist into the side of this guy, and he lets up, especially after this one feels itself having been psychically dug into by you, and is now hard staring at you, and like pulling out its arms, and they're turning into like that glowing energy.
Oh, yeah,
Like from the
glowing energy,
claws.
we're all, yeah.
The force clause.
Yeah. Force claws. Okay, so that's Stack's action movement. He just gets in front of you. He just runs up to you and turns around and like stands in front of this guy. And then that is going to be Hammerfist. Oh, it's Hammerfist then Roscoe. Sorry.
Alrighty. I'm going to. How far away is this guy?
The one that had run away from you, like
Yes.
10, 15 feet. Negligible. You see Leon running up on the other side of him.
Well, my visage of myself and I run up to him in an advantageous position and attack. 26 to hit.
Definitely hits.
19 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay.
Roll it up.
Ooh, 31 points of damage.
31 points of damage. Okay, describe the fate of this creature.
Okay, so as I run up, so I flank it on both sides with my image and I, and we both go into Hammerfist and just like fist pound through the skull.
Oh.
Right there, and just completely just.
Yeah, you both just kind of jump up in the air, do a flip, and in midair swing, and just kind of
Perfectly in
crush
sync,
it.
mirrored
Yep.
actions.
Yep. Nice. All right. Yeah, Leon, you see this happen right in front of you. It's actually kind of a little bit of a spray that hits you.
And then I look over. I guess I can't smile. My image smiles.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. You could take the remainder of your movement speed to start heading in a different direction if you wanted to.
Do I see any more action where I'm at?
You
Or
see,
here, or-
you see something that
Yeah,
sounds
right?
like a salvo and a and a JJ and like people popping off like less than 100 feet away from you.
What the fuck? Oh my god! What?
I head that way.
Okay, cool. From there, it is Roscoe.
All right, so there's one up by the bar.
It's one that's breaking into the front of the bar.
So yeah, I can't see the stat guy. I sprint towards that guy.
Okay, you can make it.
Yeah.
In melee
I guess I don't
distance.
sprint, but I run towards him.
Okay, you can make it in melee distance for sure.
When I'm in front of him, do I at that vantage point see Stack and through the hallway for some reason?
What's your passive perception?
15.
No, you basically see two going into a tunnel, and you kind of see a third one in front of it, like way off into the tunnel. You do see Thea unconscious on the ground.
Who's this chick?
Just wanted to say, if you wanted to lay the land, you see Thea unconscious on the ground.
I wail into this one in front of me.
Okay.
That's going to be an manicured 20.
Manicure. Mani petty
And
20.
a natural 20.
Whoa. Okay, that was manicured. Okay. All right.
So the
Mani
first,
and a petty.
that's,
You doing your fists?
no, you're right.
Square.
So that's 8. And then how we're doing I roll 2 dice, but I only give 1 plus. That's how we're doing our 20s, our crits.
A double dice.
Yeah.
Double dice.
Yeah, one.
Roll
additive.
the roll the dice twice.
$21 damage
21 damage with one hit.
with 2 hits.
With 2 hits? Okay, I was like,
Including the crit.
woo, dang, that's awesome. Just flying into this guy, just cracking it, like floating in the air, like, whack, 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 whack. That's pretty sweet. Okay, bonus action or anything?
Right in front of this guy. How's he looking?
Very bad. Very, 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 very bad.
And who is behind me in turn order?
After Roscoe, that is metagaming, but after Roscoe, it's Salvo.
Well, I mean, I should be able to know that. That's
Yeah,
not bad.
yeah.
I should be able to
Yeah,
know
you
that.
fair
Usually
point.
you have an initiative.
It's usually a thing.
I do normally have an initiative. I'm sorry. It was a rude statement.
So, yeah, I want to end my turn.
What the hell, dude?
Okay. That's going to bring it to Salvo with the other creatures after.
Okay, are there still so many people that's hard for me to move?
You've made it out of the rough terrain.
Cool.
now.
Then I move the 30 feet towards him. How close does that put me?
It puts you in line of sight into the bar, but not on the porch steps.
So how far from this creature?
Yes.
Okay. An amount of distance.
An amount of distance to shoot it, yes.
Fine. So am I less than 60?
Yes.
Okay. I'll stick with what I know. All right, first of all, I'm going to firebolt
Okay.
for a vestigial 20.
A primordial 20.
And then I'll go ahead and do damage on that because, might as well. That is 12.
Describe the fate of this creature.
I see him whack it a few times with the sticks, and then I come up and I take my rod and I say, that won't do. Bonk. I bonk the air, and then a firebolt goes straight up to the back of its head, blows it out in a burst of flames and lightly cooked
burns.
meat. Does it have meat?
No.
Yes, kind of. It's complicated.
There's
You'll have to
lightly cooked,
investigate
complicated
that.
meat.
That's the best.
It's
How's it taste?
medium rare.
Perfect.
Most of the force just blew out the skull.
So you got a bonus action?
I do. Can I see another enemy?
You see about 40 feet away from you, there are two more running into a tunnel, and then about 20 feet away from you, Thea's unconscious on the ground.
Fireball Thea. How's Thea's death save?
Well, I look at my cannon briefly.
Oh yeah,
and
hold on. Oh, she passed with a 12.
I look at my cannon and look at Thea real quick, and I'm like, well, that's not gonna do. And then I have the cannon point over at one of the ones that's 40 feet away and activate.
Bam!
Oh, I didn't even add the extra damage to that attack. Jeez. Right. Ooh, critical fail.
Do you have inspiration?
I do not.
It auto locks on Thea.
Hey, Lane, highs, lows, or middles?
No!
Nice.
That's an 8, actually. So she's good.
Wait,
What?
he was calling.
He's calling his shot, yeah. She's fine. I rolled an 8.
Oh, thank God. Was it on a scale of 1 to 10?
It was on a D100. You said highs.
Yeah.
I rolled an 8.
Oh, highs would have been the bad.
Yes.
Oh, no. Thank God. Okay, then I'm just like, bad cannon.
Back cannon.
You know better than that. Yeah.
This is these creatures' turns now. The one that you shot at, because it's just the 3 in this tunnel with Stack and Thowner. The one that you shot at turns around and goes up to the tunnel, and no one is within range of it, but it basically just kind of stands there and roars furiously with like glowing claws. The other 2 are going to keep moving. Unfortunately, the 2 of them are going to try to grapple Stack.
Who's there with Stack? Just you?
Thowner. 19. Stack got a 7.
I want to roll inspiration for stack.
For Stack?
I guess a 19.
Yeah.
Well, that's with the additives. Stack's pretty strong.
Stack got a 20.
Oh, Stack gets inspiration.
He rolled a
Stack's
15. He got a dirty 20.
Okay.
He got a stone ground 20.
Ground 20.
Yeah. So no, he got a 7 before. Creature rolled a 19. Yeah. So Stack basically, like, these 2 creatures come up and try to grab it, and he's kind of just like, he grabbed both their hands, and then the other hands try to grab him. Then he uses both of his feet, and he just stops them. And he's just kind of wiggling through the air.
This is a familiar motion.
Another hand punches out from his stomach.
Well, it doesn't, but that would be funny, wouldn't it?
He has a head.
Stack is not grappled because that is flavor. So he does that for a while, and then the two of them get very aggressive about trying to grab him, and kind of like are collapsed, like pulling at you guys from in between the tunnel, like squeezed so far into each other that's going to take them a minute to get unstuck. With that being said, it's Thaler's turn.
And I'm like right behind Stack. Like, oh my god.
Punch him in the throat.
With something sharp.
There's 3 in the tunnel?
Mm-hmm.
The one's at the mouth of the tunnel, right?
They're farther into it now. One is at the two are farther into it. There's one at the mouth of it.
Yeah, kind of like guarding the entrance.
Yeah.
Well, someone's gonna get burned. Or punched, or sticked, or shot.
Damn.
Yes.
So just because this is a new function and I want to make sure I understand it well, sneak attack, if I wasn't exhausted, because Stack is also fighting the enemy, I would be able to sneak attack.
I don't know if exhaustion.
If you have advantage on an attack, you have sneak attack.
You don't need advantage on the attack if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it.
It is at advantage. It is not because of exhaustion, because that doesn't affect attack rolls.
It says if you don't have a disadvantage.
You don't have a disadvantage. So this, if you were to attack, it would be at advantage and a sneak attack.
Oh, I guess I don't understand how exhaustion works. I'll take it.
It's just ability roll, so anything in that center column. Acrobatics.
Higher levels will give you... Level 3
Third level, yeah.
Okay.
is attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So rolling, okay.
You guys are at first level exhaustion.
Then
There's up to 6. 6 is death.
So just acrobatics to survival is the only thing that's punished.
I'm gonna do a sneak attack.
And his social skills.
That's acrobatics to survival.
No, I'm talking about like
And
deception
then
Those are between.
basically I roll to hit and then I add that
between
1d6 to the damage dice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I roll 2 to hit? Really? That's 17 to hit.
17 definitely hits.
That do. That
Okay.
do.
So it's your attack plus your sneak attack damage.
Yeah, my dagger is 1d4 plus 1d6 plus 2.
Is it only
Nine.
1d6 of sneak attack damage?
Yeah. 9.
9? Okay.
Jugular.
That's
9
pretty
jugular damage.
dang good. And as that dagger just kind of like stabs into this creature, they're getting more and more fixated on Stack in front of them, who's like pushing you back. You feel like you hit a wall, and you turn around, and there's a tunnel full of them. And the first one goes to grab you, and 2 behind to go to grab Stack. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh boy, well thanks for watching. Ooh, how did we get here? That's crazy.
Boy.
Immigrant song starts playing in the background.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching Scales of Fate. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much for the shout out to help us know that we were experiencing the volume problems so we could figure them out. And then, we're going to see you guys next week. Right? Next week?
Yes.
19th?
That's the plan.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all later. Adios.
Bye.
Bye.